be seated for tonight's public information broadcast, brought to you by Central Monitoring Systems, protecting your safety, security, and well-being, and reminding you to report unimportant culture to your local authorities. In celebration of Central Monitoring's 5th anniversary in office, curfew tomorrow night has been extended from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Unit 3, docile. Unit 47, docile. Unit 75, a child was perceived to be in possession of a religious manuscript. The Chancellor reminds you that any form of this contraband found in your possession is punishable by law. We would like to take this opportunity to commend Citizen Brown for his information, which led to the arrest of citizens in Unit 491 for possession of unimportant culture in the form of books, paintings, and sound recordings. They have since been destroyed. And as always, remember, we're watching.
Officer Hahn, ID number 606.
I appreciate your zeal, Officer Hahn, but I didn't call on you for a report. There was a breach in the central monitoring system. At 9:46 last night, all the cameras on the Vulture server crashed.
Longer than the anticipated downtime?
No, but upon booting it back up, a virus was detected in the system on a series of cameras, all of them on the Vulture server. We believe it originated inside Unit 6. I want you to look into this breach.
Hello, Smith.
Hello, Adam. We don't have much time.
Find a hacker before news reaches administration.
It hasn't worked before.
We have to get these texts out to the people where they belong.
There has to be another way to get these books on the network. They're bound to catch on when you crash the cameras every night. If there was just a way we could get the password to the network server.
Let's just get back to work.
Let me retrieve the file. The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, Chapter 19. Ready.
Sometimes we'd have the whole river all to ourselves for the longest time. Yonder was the banks and the islands across the water, maybe a spark, which was a candle in a cabin window. And sometimes on the water you could see a spark or two, on a raft or a scow, you know, and maybe you could hear a fiddle or a song coming over from one of them crafts. It's lovely to live on a raft. We had the sky up there, all speckled with stars. We used to lay on our backs and look up at them and discuss about whether they was made or only...
Have you ever been on one, Smith? On a raft? Like Huck and Jim? Have you ever been on a steamboat?
No, Adam, I haven't.
Someday.
Yes, perhaps someday.
Machines are a wonderful thing. No human errors. No need. No wants. No dreams. There's enough contraband here to put you to death. Mice and Men, the Bible, Brave New World, The Catcher in the Rye, among many others. Why go through the trouble? Accept the world as it is, Smith. Who needs culture?
Everyone does. What purpose do we serve if we can't create?
None. You and I are obsolete.
It's your laws that make it that way.
Remember, they're watching.
Officer, log into Central Monitoring with your password via the network server, then continue with your arrest. Do it now, Smith.
They're not watching now.
Unit 6. The culprit responsible for the Vulture server crashes has been identified as Han, a former officer of Central Monitoring. He has been neutralized. Unimportant culture in the form of texts were confiscated and destroyed. Dissent by the public, as well as disciplinary officials, will not be tolerated. Case number 98356. Closed.